Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to the panelists. I disagree with the title of this hearing, the premise of our conversation, to be very frank, and the general notion and narrative that my country, our country, is systemically racist. That's the implication here, right? Overcoming racism to advance economic opportunity. I mean, that is the fundamental proposition that is being expressed explicitly or implicitly in this conversation. I reject it completely. Not the fact that there was historic systemic racism or that there are racist experiences in this country. I think as long as humans are human, that will happen. It's abhorrent. It's deplorable. There are laws we need to pass. For God's sake, let's pass more laws if there are any, or maybe we're just dealing with the human heart. I heard your testimony, Mr. Ortiz, and I think your statement speaks volumes and quite frankly has more credibility than anything we could say here today. And it's the action of people from countries around the world that are willing to die in the desert or in the ocean on account of coming to this country for freedom and for opportunity. As you said, they're not coming here because they want to be in a racist country. I think those actions, folks that are willing to put their lives on the line to come to this great land of liberty and opportunity, is really the definitive answer to the question of America and those who accuse this country of being fundamentally opposed to people of color. Does that narrative, Mr. Ortiz, does that help or hurt the minority community writ large? I know what it does to the country. It fans the flames of divisiveness and dissension. It disunifies the country and gets us off the progress we've made to strive for a more perfect union. There's not a perfect person, there's not a perfect country, but there's never been a more perfect union and a more perfect society that strives for those ideals and has gotten closer. Does that help or hurt the cause of Americans who happen to be Hispanic or black or some minority community? This narrative.
Congressman, thank you for the question. I do believe it actually does hurt. And I think the conversation should just be, how can we help every American achieve greater economic prosperity? I mean, bottom line. What I probably should have even added to my statement there was that, these folks that are fleeing socialist countries with failed economic policies are not coming here to go to another socialist country. They're coming here because it's the greatest land of opportunity, period.